How's the last couple of days been with the players?
Well, I mean, the team that played obviously on Wednesday just had a recovery day yesterday, so it was a good chance to see some of the other squad players. Just did a bit of training yesterday, and then obviously we've gone through preparations for tomorrow this morning. So great, yeah, getting the hang of it a little bit more.
It's a massive game tomorrow for them.
It is, yeah. It's another cup game. They've handled the cup games fantastically well over the last couple of years, and tomorrow's no different. And we know, and I know personally, how good Hibs are.
Yeah, for you as well, going back to Easter Road, just your second game back at Celtic.
Yeah, but again, like I said on Tuesday or Wednesday at the press, it's not about me. I'm working for the players and with the players. There might be a few subplots, regarding me going back, but it's not the major issue here for me. The major issue is for me to help negotiate a very, very difficult cup tie for us and get to the semi-finals.
You've only been on a few days. Have you changed anything at all?
Nothing. And that's where John and Damien and Stevie Woods are very, very important to me, and the backroom staff. You've been brilliant. So you just keep the players happy. It was a great result and a lot of emotion again, after Wednesday night, so we have to balance that and make sure they've come down again and ready for another really electric atmosphere and tough game.
Is that just a consequence of the hectic schedule you've had, that you can't sort of put your own stamp on it quite yet, just because you've not had a session in order to do it?
Yeah, but what is my stamp? I like to win games, I like them to play good football, and that's what Brendan's been doing here for 2.5 years, so I don't think my approach would be a lot different from Brendan's, really.
Is it an easy task in that sense when,
No,
pretty
trust me, this job's not easy. And like I said the other day, I've got big shoes to fill as well, so that in itself is a big task.
But I mean, is it easier than if you're coming in and you have to pick up the pieces if a manager's left because he's been sacked or pushed out? But
it can work both ways, if you look at what Ollie's done at Man United, it wasn't difficult to, from the outside looking in, players needed a new voice, and the results have been speaks for themselves. I've come in where the team is going well, so different circumstances, and you don't want to disrupt that as much as possible, and keep the flow and the atmosphere the same.
In terms of the cup run, you spoke about that. I mean, it's like 23, 24 cup game wins in a row. Does that give you any added pressure going into tomorrow's game?
No, I mean, it's a cup tie, it's a one-off game, so the pressure's the same. We know we'll have to perform at a really high level to win away from home, because it'll be a big game for Hibs as well, their players.
I know you say it's not about you tomorrow, but do you expect any kind of special reception, any other than normal than you usually get when you go out for something like Easter Road tomorrow?
I think we'll get a better one we got on Wednesday night. So yeah, it'll be a bit surreal going back so early, but I'm ready for it, I'm prepared for it, and I'm very familiar, as you can be, with the club as Celtic. So there's a lot of familiar faces around the place, and I know the backdrop of what's required.
Will there be any bitterness in your part going back there?
No, not at all. No, far from it. I don't look better, do you?
Neil, do you take comfort from the fact that when you did leave Hibs, the Hibs fans were very much on your side when you did go?
Yeah, well, look, we feel we did a good job. And when I took over, Hibs were in the Championship, and a lot of people raised eyebrows as to, why I would do that. But I saw, real potential there, and we sort of fulfilled the potential. I had a brilliant season last year, played superb football, and things went a little bit dry for 4 or 5 weeks. But Paul's come in and he's won 3 out of 3, can't do any more, and the players are playing well, so we're going to come up against a very confident team tomorrow.
In any way, do you think it might be an awkward situation if your paths were to cross with Leanne?
No idea. Well, I don't think our paths will cross anyway. I'll be in the dugout, and I imagine she'll be in the director's box.
Yeah. What about, given the difficult few days that the players had in the run-up to the game against Hearts, and given that you've got a relatively short period of time now with the players until the end of the season, the manner of that win the other night, how important was that, just leaving this running?
Well, the manner of it was fantastic, because they kept going, and it was a massive win against a really tough opponent away from home. It's one of the toughest grounds in Scotland to go and get a result. So psychologically, it's brilliant. But these guys create a lot of good moments, throughout seasons, and have done over the past over length of time. So it's just another win for them, and it's not easy winning games. They've ticked that one off, and I think they're ready to go again. It's been emotional for them, really emotional. It's been difficult for them. You know, sometimes Brendan's here one day and then he's gone the next, and it's a huge void because he's a mentor to them. He's a voice for them. You know, almost for some of the younger ones, a father figure. And when you lose that, you know, there is a loss there. There's no question of that, and it's just mad rule to try and fill it as best they can and keep them going.
It's been a breathless start with the way that you came in and even the manner of the victory. But I suppose that's the way it always is here. There's always these sort of highs and lows that come at you so quick.
Yeah, there's no grey areas, you know. So great, we got off to a great start. We got the high. There's nothing like it, you know. Forgot how good that felt. But you know, you just keep it on an even keel. It could all turn around very, very quickly. I'm well aware of that. So I enjoyed Wednesday. I was back in yesterday and ready to go again, and it's a fantastic opportunity for me personally.
Did you prefer that having that cut and thrust, you know, put upon you so quickly, and you know you've not.
Yeah, because you don't have time to think about it, you know. So you react instinctively and spontaneously, and sometimes it works better that way anyway.
Neil, you spoke there about the emotion for some of the players, with Brendan leaving, and so there's been a lot going on in the last few days. Were you surprised that he didn't say goodbye to the players?
No, because he may not have had the chance to do that. You know, these things happen very, very quickly. I've done it myself at times, and I'm sure when he has time, I'm sure it's very hectic for Brendan as well, you know, as it has been for me. So I'm sure when things settle down for him, he'll be back in touch, because I know he had a fantastic relationship with the players here.
Are there any little things, I know you say you haven't made any changes yet, but it's all about fine margins and different managers have different styles. Are there any little things around this place you've seen that you think you might change at some point?
Not really. I mean, the organisation here, it's just evolved so well over the last 4.5 years since I've been away. So there's some great sort of tools here for me to use that I didn't have before. And the support staff are excellent, you know, top class. And that's the foundations that Brendan has built here. And it's a learning curve for me in that aspect as well.
The club and the police have had their say about the minority of fans who maybe said and shown things that
look,
what would you say to the fans?
It's an emotional time. You know, from our point of view, we've only got a debt of gratitude for what Brendan achieved here. He's left an unbelievable legacy. One of the greatest managers the club's ever had. But we move on now. You know, I understand the frustrations at times, and things can be said in the heat of the moment that they regret later on. But in time, I think we'll look back on Brendan's period as remarkable, really.
And do you expect actually and deserve a warm welcome from the fans at Easter Road?
Don't know if I deserve it, Gary, but I'd like it. It'd be nice. You know, we had a great relationship with the Hibs public for the 2.5 years I was there. I had a great time and really enjoyed myself.
Would you like to see Brendan be welcomed back by the club one day in future when whatever feelings at the moment sort of died down a wee bit?
I'm sure Brendan would like that as well.
You said in 4.5 years it's evolved significantly. Can you give us a couple of examples of striking differences from when you were here?
The technology, you know, the redevelopment of the training ground, the pitches, you know, it's all, you know, gone forward, and it's an excellent facility. We have a lot of meetings, which I'm not used to, but sort of get my head around that as well. But in the main, it's, I mean, the technology for analysis and what's at the disposal for the players is top class.
Meetings out with player meetings, just general?
Staff meetings and other kind of meetings as well.
Sure. What can you tell us in terms of injury updates? We asked about Callum and Ryan the other day. What's the time scale for them like?
It'll be a few weeks yet, you know. We've 11 out injured at the minute. So we'll be sorted out with Dedrick. He's alright. Hopefully should be okay. We'll give him 24 hours, should be fine. And the squad will be basically what it was for Wednesday night.
And Champs, he's still a while away?
No, he's not a while away. Hopefully we get him out on the grass on Monday. And, you know, that shouldn't be taking too long then to get fit.
Tom Rogic, so?
Tom will be a few weeks yet. Yeah. And Callum a few weeks as well.
So Philip Benkovic was back out. When do you hope to have him?
Maybe a fortnight. maybe
So
a
you've
forward.
basically got 2 or 3 key players there.
I've got a lot of key players around him, trust me. Haven't even mentioned Ryan Christie yet. He's another one.
Sure, I meant in terms of when you're looking ahead, you've got the international break next month. And
That might give us a bit of time to get them out on the training ground and get them up to speed and condition. So obviously I'll look forward to that as well. It'll be a great, boost for the squad. But the players I have at my disposal are top quality, they're fantastic, and they showed all that on Wednesday night.
Neil, you spoke after the game on Wednesday night about Celtic sort of inviting pressure upon ourselves in the wrong areas of the pitch. Hibs are a team that have always liked to press us high up the pitch. Against teams like Hibs and Hearts on Wednesday in the first half who can press as well, I know you don't want to change much, but would you like to maybe change the way that the team look to build the ball out from the back?
No, not really. Decision making, I'd like them to change. Making the right decision. If we are getting pressed, then you might have to play through the press rather than play in front of the press. So look, the players are aware of that. People are saying I'm going to stop us playing out from the back. I'm not. I'm just going to stop us from trying to put ourselves under unnecessary pressure, and we don't need to.
Great stuff.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys. Cheers.